Hello everyone, I am Zurich Sword Sentinel, and welcome to Day 2 of COEC. The Cursed move as one toward the English Metals Island, making them nervous. With spices being quite valuable, the French dock as many of their ships as will fit at a spice island. The French are the first faction to buy island upgrades. You can see the town and trading port tokens on their home island. The slower Spanish ships gather resources, while the canoes wait for their turn at the island. After being near penniless a turn ago, the Spanish now have lots of liquid assets at their disposal, in the form of spices and food. Jean Lafitte is heading west, into waters the pirates have not frequented or properly explored. He and his escorts pass Captain Jack, who is doing handstands on the poop deck of the Grand Barnacle. With spices immediately to their east, the bulk of the pirate runners are going that way to get rich. Egads, a storm surrounds the Royal Louis, taking all of her masts off. Storms are a custom terrain piece I created and function thusly. At the beginning of every player's turn, roll a d6. Match the result to the number in the middle of any storm in play. Roll the d6 again, and move the storm L from that number. If any game piece touches or is moved into a storm, roll a d6. The result is the number of masts, segments, or flags removed from that game piece. Storms move around like icebergs, but have a very destructive ability, as they can sink ships outright, as the Royal Louis has found out. This makes her the first ship to be sunk in the game, although due to terrain and not combat. The French have lots of spices, and contemplate what to do with them. The English built Fort Brompton on the northern portal, allowing them to travel between portals. The Americans have enough saved up gold to launch the Frontier, one of their best ships. They weren't the only ones launching, as the Spanish spent almost every cent they had, again, to mega-launch from Castilla de Infanta. The Mobilis, with a captain, helmsman, and shipwright. The Nautilus, with Christian Fior, a captain, helmsman, shipwright, and cannoneer. The Hephaestus, with a captain, helmsman, shipwright, and cannoneer. The Terror, with a captain, helmsman, shipwright, and cannoneer. The Fathom, with a captain, helmsman, shipwright, and cannoneer, and the brave Selkirk, with a captain, helmsman, and shipwright. With that, the Spanish have hired most of the mercenary subs in our collection, just missing the Devil Ray. The French upgrade their finished goods island with a town, and then to a trading port. Icebergs find the Revenant, knocking off one of her back masts. The French build St. Pierre on the eastern portal, allowing them to travel through portals as well. All the portals are now accounted for. In response to the Spanish, the Americans launched the Justice, a custom from my other set, Fiends of the Blood Islands. As always, links to spreadsheets on BoardGameGeek can be found in the description. La Monarca beats the Americans to the last unexplored island, where she finds metals. A wider shot of things. The Spanish are off to the right, with the submarine squad moving northward to support the Monarca in case the Americans become hostile. The pirates are in the blurry background to the right, along with the French to the left. As a reaction to the American launching and ominous rumors from them, the Spanish are compelled to launch the Corazon Dorado with Commandant Sebastian Salazar from Fiends of the Blood Islands, one of the Roll-a-6 Admiral crew, along with a captain and helmsman. The Ocean's Edge El Algeciras, with the captain, towing the Diablo Flotilla. In the Eastern Ocean, showing French operations. Le Triumph and Le Lion are heading for the Spices Island. The new Spanish ships move out. Destination, the Portal and the Metals Island. The sub-squadron feels confident enough to stay on the surface for a turn or two. Here they eye American runners, who have come for the metal on the island. Spanish opinion of the Americans is shifting. The Cursed also buy island upgrades. The French are able to establish a town on the Spice Island, with a trading port upgrade coming soon. In a surprise move to the Spanish, La Vengeance emerges from the western portal. With a double move provided by De La Flotte, the Vengeance closes fast on the Metals Island. The Spanish sub-squad looks on, now unsure of what to do. French operations in full swing. The St. Joan has loaded gold to go and upgrade their colony to level 3, while cargo ships sail south toward their new trading port. The Spanish launched the San Francisco and Pescados de Plata, along with a town and trading port upgrade. The French build their second trading port on the Spices Island. Most of the sub-squad moves east, but the Hephaestus keeps an eye on the Metals Island. The Revenant and Guishan loaded the town and trading port tokens for the Cursed, and are sailing them to one of their islands. French sloops come out of the portal, while the Vengeance looks to sail around and go through the other far side. The gunners of Castilla de Infanta keep their gaze on her. Forming a rough line, the sub-squad finally submerges, deterring the Justice from advancing any further. El Algeciras takes up a defensive formation, knowing the French will have to pass between her and the fort. The San Francisco and Pescados get underway, heading to the Medicine Island. The pirates launch the Foresight with a colonizer crew, which will allow them to build a colony. The French colony is upgraded to level 3. The Cursed upgrade their finished goods island with a town. The Louisiana joins the ranks of the Americans. When no one was looking, the English purchased some island upgrades. Here they have successfully upgraded their Metals Island with a trading port. They also make a small launching. HMS Durham with Thomas Gunn III, a Captain Cargo Master from Return of Davy Jones. HMVH Plunder with Lord Micron. HMS Benjamin, also from Return of Davy Jones. The Corazon Dorado supervises Le Pique as she approaches the Metals Island. Davy Jones rolled another 6, which was used to speed up the Darkhawk II. The Cursed upgrade their town to a trading port. The French upgrade their colony to level 4, which means they can now use it as a launch point for ships and crew. The French cash in all of their spices and come up with over 170 gold. The Spanish likewise cash in their resources and come up with around 150 gold. The Spanish have upgraded and therefore claimed the Medicine Island. However, pirates have visited, and the Neptune's horde looms. Like all the others, the pirates cash in their stores of spices and some of their saved up finished goods, netting themselves close to 300 gold. At this point, the current value is ended, and new rolls were made, with a 5 coming up again, and an 11 for duration. This was huge because it meant that food and finished goods were the most valuable resource, at 6 and 5 respectively. Only the French, pirates, and Spanish have easy access to these resources. Icebergs find the Remnant again, and knock off her recently repaired mast. Wasting no time, the French upgrade their colony to its max level of 5, giving them quite a foothold in the far eastern seas. In response to continued insinuations from the Americans, the Spanish spend a good chunk of gold and launch 3 ships. The San Cristobal, with Victor de Alva, from Fire and Steel, and an explorer. El Neptuno, with an explorer. El Crista del Obispo, with Roberto Santana, Captain Ignacio Montoya, a world-hating captain from El Cazador's custom set, Pirates of the Great Seas, available on Board Game Geek, link in the description. A helmsman and oarsman. The Spanish also bought 2 town upgrades and 2 port upgrades. The pirates decide they don't really like the Spanish, and the Neptune's horde attacks. The town rolled a pathetic 1, losing the boarding party against it, and thereby becoming pirate. The Hades, Flame, and Amity dock at the island to load medicine, putting the Spanish in even more of a bind, since they had just launched, with the goal of protecting their islands north of the portal. The pirates end their turn with launch as well, buying 2 town upgrades as well as 2 trading port tokens and the first military port token, in addition to the Duke, Silver Dagger, and Cursed Blade. With that, Day 2 of Century Economy is done. Factions are starting to get more serious about winning the game, and the ingredients for conflict are being sown. Regrettably, I've got a little bit of bad news. Due to other factors, none of the game was played today, Thursday. Sorry. However, if you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.